Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Overnight Toastmasters 292. I'm your targeted for today's match. If anyone wants to go to watch the meeting or the festivities outside there, but make sure you do not go when someone is speaking on the stage and do not talk from the view of the camera. And I request you all to either switch off your mobile phone or put it on silent so it won't disturb anyone speaking here. And if you find some speaker doing something good in or unique speaking word of the day or something, just give a silent clap or give a thumbs up to motivate the speaker. And moving forward, I will request you all to raise your right hand and repeat the club mission after. Be provide. Be provide. Put a supportive and positive learning experience. Supportive and positive learning experience. In which members are empowered. In which members are empowered. To develop communication leadership skills. To develop communication skills. Result in greater self-confidence. Result in greater self-confidence. And personal. I will request our presiding officer to contribute to the conference.
Good morning and namaste to everyone. It's my pleasure to see you over here. Yesterday something happened. Again, I got a beautiful message I want to share with all of you. I had a conversation with my one of very close friends. He was not around since last 6 months. I mean, there was no news from him. So I thought, let me ask him what happened. I didn't know news. I messaged him and I asked him, is everything all right? And there is no news from him. He said yes and no. I asked him what happened. He said that there are so many issues I'm dealing with, office issues, family issues. I'm not able to cope up with everything. My health is suffering, this and that. I realized that he is not in a good situation. Coincidentally, exact situation I felt few months back, and I could understand his pain, that how much in pain he is. So I told him his name and Kishan. I told him, Kishan, you have to take care of yourself. Otherwise, you'll lead into a very big consequences. You'll affect your health badly. Your family will suffer. He said exactly this is what happening with me. And we had a half an hour conversation. Within that half an hour conversation, thrice I told him that I went to the exact situation. And he was keep on sharing his pain. After half an hour, he told me that I'm feeling relaxed. After sharing with me, I was happy with that. That at least he got some peace. Similarly, 10 days ago, it was a parents-teacher meeting in my daughter's school. Me and my husband went. There was a board card. The different segment was there. Science, math, English. Last column, it was behavioral and moral values. Surprisingly, all the parents, none of them asked to teacher how my kid is behaving on that criteria. But me and my husband were on the same page. We asked only one question to teacher. Is she behaving nicely with the female student? Is her approach is kind when she see somebody in pain? She got A+ in that segment. And teacher told me she is very supportive and a very kind kid. We didn't ask a single question. Me and my husband and the parents were very happy that she is on the right way. He is towards the journey of being a good human. Point here is, during that half an hour of conversation with my friend, I mentioned in thrice that I was going through the same situation. But he didn't even bother to ask me, Jyoti, what happened with you? He was so involved in his problem that he was sharing. And I didn't expect it because he was going through the problem. But the message here is, we are so self-centered. We are so much focused in our life. We are so much focused with our problems that we are only concerned about me, my problems, my life. Don't bother about how other person feels. And let me tell you, friends, no success is worth if you are not able to become a good human. I'm happy that my child is learning the values, being kind and being helping the others. It's okay if she doesn't score good in maths or science, she will learn that. But if you don't learn the values, no success and no happiness is good. And happiness will never come if you can't become a compassionate or a supportive person. And it will not cost you much. I'm not telling you to become a entirely or extremely selfless person. Little bit of selfless approach, little bit kindness, little bit love, little bit support, little bit compassion will help you to become a wonderful human being. And together we can create a beautiful and a supportive world. Isn't it so difficult? No, right? I think all of us can do it. So next time when you find the scope of being kind, being compassionate, being affectionate, please take the opportunity. It's nothing big, all of us can do it. With this positive note, I declare meeting 292 as open. We have a Mahindan Somya, new member. We will start with the election. And first, both of you come. Okay. Can we be a little loud for the learning? If you anything, it will raise the blood circulation. Please be very kind to upload each. I'm going to read out the place for you. You have to only take, when I say I, new member name, you just have to name, then I read it out. And last you have to say I. I, as a member of Toastmaster International and my club, promise to attend meetings regularly, prepare all my speeches and leadership assignments to the best of my ability, basing them on projects in the Toastmaster manuals, prepare for and fulfill meetings assignments, provide fellow members with helpful constructive evaluation, help the club maintain the positive, friendly environment necessary for all members to learn and grow, serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so, treat my fellow club members and our guests with respect and courtesy, bring guests to club meetings so they can see the benefits Toastmaster membership offers, adhere to the guidelines and rules for the all Toastmaster educational and recognition programs, maintain honest and highly ethical standards during the conduct of all Toastmaster activities.
I do.
It's telling for the all members do. You can just say that we, the members of Vadodara Toastmaster Club, promise to support you in your quest for self-development, provide you with positive, helpful evaluation, maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere, give you opportunities to help others, and make your Toastmasters membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience.
अनु ती मीटिंग चालू झाली
In your speech, to have a
तिची
wonderful
दुपारी वाटतं हे टोस्ट मास्टर 10:30 होतं.
Thank you.
चल त्याच्याकडे जाऊन येऊ.
Leader in our club, team Shikha, who is going to present book of week. So let's welcome her to
काय हे संपल्यावर जाऊन येऊया. सकाळी असतो ना तू संडेला?
Good morning, everyone. Today I am going
त्याच्याकडे नाही तर कपिल पाटील कडे जाऊन येऊ.
Ikigai, written by Hector Garcia and Francis Leroy. Ikigai is a Japanese concept. It defines as a motivating force or reason for living. It gives us a sense of purpose in our life. Your Ikigai does not require great ambition. It can be very simple and humble, like taking care of your garden or making something delicious for your family members. It teaches us to be positive and give valuable contribution to the world. For this, we need to understand what we love, what is our strength, what we can do to get paid, and need of the world. Lessons to be learned from Ikigai. Always smile, get fit, eat less, reconnect with nature, surround yourself with good friends, follow your Ikigai, and lastly, be very thankful. Maybe our Ikigai, everybody we have different Ikigai, but one thing is common. We all are searching for the meaning of our life. Thank you. Team Janardhan everybody is attending this meeting first time. I don't think anyone is saying here. So we'll start with the meeting. And but I'm so sorry, I forgot to be reminded to honor the guests today. I forgot to introduce him. We had a teacher day, so I thought one teacher should be attending our meeting. There is one teacher with us today. Let's welcome him. He's going to take the session, then we will start with the meeting. Let's welcome teacher first.
Good morning, students.
Good morning.
Coming from ground floor to third floor, it's a really fluffy thing. My legs hurt very. However, in the last class, we discussed the practical aspect of the Toastmasters, sorry, theoretical aspect of Toastmasters. So we will a practical demonstration, and for the same, I had assigned the rule. So we'll begin with the meeting. Hope you are well prepared. But first, I will give you the board idea of the meeting. Meeting begins with the president handing over the controls of the day to T-Mode, as Jyoti did to me. Under T-Mode, all the tag team, timer who will time the meeting, a counter who will take care of of hours, as I taught in the earlier classes, and grammarian will look over the grammatical aspect of each speaker as well as role player. So tag team, are you well prepared? Okay. After that, speakers will come. They will speak in the confined duration. And the next part is table topic. So some new students as well as students who have not been assigned any role can participate in this session, or it is mandatory for them to participate in this session. It will be conducted by table topic master. And the third part is general evaluation. It will be conducted by our general evaluator. First of all, he will call upon the evaluations for the prepared speakers, then table topic speakers, and finally, he will summarize the meeting as a whole. So up till here, anybody has any kind of doubts, please you feel free to ask. No doubts? Okay, so after that, what? This room will take a rest. So let's begin with the meeting. Oh, 1 minute. I have some work. I will be back in 2 seconds, right? Well, those masters and guests, my mono of being a teacher and today's theme, teachers' triumph, a passion that yields million professions, would have immersed you in the thought of parents, professors, mentors, teachers, coaches, and all those individuals would have filled the shoes of being the right teacher at some junction in your life. Remember, teacher is a matchstick who ignites the flame of hope in each and every people. You know, when I visit a garden near my house, some gossipy aunties are sitting on the bench. They say all the doors were locked for him. That's why he became a teacher. But the irony is that the lock of their mind has no key. Because if everyone would start ignoring the profession of teaching, then neither choices nor fields would exist for the students to offer. Do you all agree with me? Yes. But some contradictors would feel that artificial intelligence, like the chat GPT, which is taunting in the market these days, could throw a question mark towards the existence of teachers. But to that, I will answer that in this era, when technological wonders are at its extreme, nothing is impossible. A robot can get eyes to see, ears to listen, legs to walk, even vocal cords to speak. But I was trained at this very moment if any scientist is able to install it in a heart to feel. Because such a robot is nobody but a human being. I recall my Teachers' Day celebration that I had in my school, like 12 Teachers' Day, from cards to decoration and from cakes to celebration. We will start narrating about it, not just a meeting, but the meeting of those masters will end. But let's proceed with the meeting. But before that, I have one riddle for you all. I will repeat it twice. It goes well. At some point of time, I am regarded as a good teacher, and at another point of life, I am regarded as a bad teacher. But the neutral towards students' perception, I will never resign from my post. But I have one complaint that nobody wishes me on Teachers' Day. May I repeat? That at some point of life, I am referred to as good teacher, and another point, a bad teacher. But being neutral towards students' perception, I will never resign from my post. But I have one complaint that nobody wishes me on Teachers' Day. Who am I? Exactly. The timer for today is Toastmaster Ravi. So we would like to welcome him to explain his role. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. My name is Ravi and I am the timer for the day. May I request Sergeant Rams to display the picture I provided. So today morning I was scrolling the Instagram and I saw this post. A man left his wife behind at the airport and said, "I'm not sorry. She needs to learn time management." You know how important it is it. So this not happens to you. That's why I am here. I will tell you about the timings of the meeting. We have 3 sessions: speaker, prepared speeches, table topic, and evaluation. For prepared speeches, the icebreaker speech has 4 to 6 minutes. At 4 minutes, I will raise green card. At 5 minutes, I will raise yellow card, and at 6 minutes, I will raise red card. For prepared speaker, today we have a special speech of Toastmaster Gitanjali. The time limits for that is 18 to 22 minutes. At 18 minutes, I will raise green card. At 20 minutes, I will raise yellow card. And at 22 minutes, I will raise red card. For table topic, we have time limits of 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise green card. At 1.5 minutes, I will raise yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I will raise green card. For evaluation, we have 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will raise green card. At 2.5 minutes, I will raise yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I will raise red card. And for the evaluation of Toastmaster Gitanjali, we have 3 to 4 minutes. At 3 minutes, I will raise green card. At 3.5 minutes, I will raise yellow card. And 4 minutes, I will raise red card. Okay. So thank you for hearing me out. Over to PM Uri. What an innovative way to explain about time. Parents are colleagues of time in being lifelong teachers. From walking properly in childhood to speaking properly is what their significance is all about. But some children who turn out to be big adults in their speaking quality. So to take a note of that and to produce the report at the end, we have the post of our company Toastmaster. Toastmaster Ananda is accountable for the day, so I would like to invite him over here. For the day. My dear fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests, those who are present here and those who are present in Zoom, a very good morning. Good morning. My name is CM Anand, and today I am your AHA counter. The purpose of an AHA counter is to count and note words and sounds that are used as a pause filler or crutches anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for the words that are used as a filler purpose, including a, a. During the meeting, I also will listen for the words that are used to fill as and, like, so, like that.
I will note the words and phrases that are repeatedly used by the speakers so that they can improve upon. At the end of the meeting, I will report the times of uses of these filler words so that they will take note of it and improve the next time. My dear fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests, your speech will become fascinating and at the time of arms for the other speakers. So, my dear fellow Toastmasters, take care of this and a quick tips for reducing your aha moments like awareness, preparation, and practicing pause. Thank you and over to the Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Anand. I recall one incident that when I was in class, there was one environment teacher. And for one evening and next day, I went running to ma'am, I saw you tomorrow. And the furious he was, and you should have said, I saw you yesterday. Grammar, the set of those spare parts which combine to form a machine called language. Toastmaster Chitra is going to check our grammar papers for the day. So I would like to invite her over here.
Morning, fellow Toastmasters. Yes. What a fascinating theme of the day, teachers, and I'm really excited to hear the teachers' evaluation. Now, today is for dramatic. The purpose of this role is to mark good and visual grammar. I will watch out for every word that you create in the sentence, like grammar does today for us. I have said word of the day as fascinating and phrase of the day is short and clear. The meaning of word of the day is very interesting or appealing. Like I said, the session is going to be filled with fascinating speakers today. And the usage could be a sailor told fascinating saga of his voyage. The phrase of the day is short and the arm, which means encouragement and stimulation. The usage of short and the arm could be while when I joined Toastmaster, it has proved the short in the arm when I was trying to work on my communication. So I wish all the speakers all the best and looking forward to all the exciting.
A teacher is a catalyst who triggers a successful speed from the raw potential with which every individual is born. School is a form of learning, where young minds go by imagining a better future earning. Some visualize the tomorrow with fame and fame, but they are the hands of teacher who turn these virtual thoughts to a real game. Icebreaker is a foundation laying speech in Toastmaster, and Toastmaster Janardhan here's the review his introductory speech at Toastmasters Vadodara. So I would like to welcome him, but before that, I will introduce his evaluator who is Toastmaster Sakshi. So Toastmaster Sakshi is the BTM call.
Thank you, PMOD, Toastmaster Harsh, and good morning to each one of you. Today, my focus speaker is Toastmaster Janardhan. He will be delivering his level 1 project 1 speech from team collaboration pathway. The purpose of this speech is to introduce himself to the club members and to understand the basic structure. Timer is requested to know that the time limit is 4 to 6 minutes. I encourage everyone for a standing ovation at the conclusion. All the best to Toastmaster Janardhan and over to Toastmaster.
Thank you, PM Sakshi. So team Janardhan, ball is now in your court. Toastmaster Janardhan, my musing Toastmaster Janardhan. So Janardhan, your father is a technical director. What have you achieved? One of your friend is heading a startup. What have you achieved? You're a Toastmaster, yes. Janardhan is a Tamilian, born in the land of coconuts prematurely. I was born prematurely.
My father was from a poor living family, but he was extremely hardworking and he reached the pinnacle of his professional career with the constant help of my mother, who is a homemaker. My brother is settled in the States, and and I also tried to go to state, but I was not successful. I was very average in my childhood, and I had lot of apprehensions and fears. Sorry. Janardhan, your father is a technical director. What have you achieved? One of your friend is a CEO. What have you achieved in your life? You're a postmaster, yes. Janardhan is a Tamilian, born prematurely in the land of coconuts. Can you guess the state I am referring to? It's Kerala. I don't want to share my year of birth because I always want to feel and stay young. My father was born in a very poor living family, but is extremely hardworking and reached the pinnacle of his professional career with the constant support of my mother, who is a homemaker. My brother is settled in the States. I had a very average childhood, and my childhood passed without any bloodshed and grief. But I had lot of self-doubts and fear. I did my schooling and engineering in Tamil Nadu. After completing my engineering, most of my friends took the flight to the States. But I took the 48 hours journey from Chennai to Dehradun to pursue my master's. I tried to avoid FOMO, fear of missing out, but I was not successful. I didn't know a single word in Hindi. One day I went to buy vegetables. The sabji wala told 50 rupees. I gave 25. He gave me a weird look. So I realized that I have not met the denomination requires. It took a long time for me to understand the difference between 25 and 50. In Tamil, there's a clear distinction between yesterday and tomorrow. Yesterday we say nethu, tomorrow we say nade. But in Hindi, the word kal has to be used for yesterday and tomorrow meets both the requirements. This also took a very long time for me to master. After lots of trials and tribulations, I learned Hindi. My Hindi was good enough to watch urban movies like Three Idiots, Salvono, Boom. One day I went to watch this movie, Welcome to Sajjan. I had a real experience because I was laughing because others were laughing. So here, I love cars and I am fascinated by them. I tried to do automobile engineering, but I didn't have the gumption to overcome my father's opinion. But that didn't stop me from reading a lot of automobile magazines, books, and automobile reviews. If any one of you out there want to buy a good car, come to me. I'll provide you a very good car. But for sure, it won't be a Maruti. With the launch of Bharat NCAP ratings, all the cars manufactured in India will be tested in India and rated. Maruti are going to have a tough time justifying their build for. I have driven 12 hours continuously from Delhi to Nainital and 10 hours from Vadodara to Dwarka. In the year 2009, I got married and I have a 30-year-old son and a 6-year-old daughter. My son is a Xerox copy of me. My daughter, though, is a rock star and is happy. She's an inspiration for us with an innate self-confidence and attitude. In the year 2015, I migrated to Australia. I resigned from my job here with the hope of going to Australia and settling down. Because during this time, I went into severe depression. I also realized that I have cognitive issues, which means I have thoughts of self-doubt, anxiety, fear of failure, etc. So I started doing meditation. Yoga, reading books, and spending more time in things so that my mind is deviated and I don't get those pleasant thoughts again. Coming to postmaster is also one of the things. Words won't be sufficient to thank the following members who has played a very good part in my life. My parents and my brother, my wife and my kids. My wife has endured me for so long and always provided me a shot in to overcome my mental process, thoughts which I have. Thank you for putting me through. And two of my friends, Bhaskar and Sanjit, who later became my brothers. Having problem is part of being alive. It is the difficulties how we face them, more than the period of contentment that will shape us throughout the course of our life. Lastly, after I had my breakfast, my wife told I traveled a lot. Over to you, Team.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dhanakar. The title, my music fascinated me a lot. When I was in class 10, there was one chapter called Diary of Anne Frank. Where at that time I came to know about the word music, where she had written that who would care of the musings of a 13-year-old girl? But actually we all read about that. Finally, when I was walking on the escalator of Inorbit Mall, I felt a small jolt in my looked back. But I convinced my mind that I have loosened my consent. But 2 seconds later, a thick voice, data, right my ear. I again turned back and saw an old lady to whom I murmured, "Ah, she was none other than my middle school Hindi teacher." Toastmaster Gitanjali Ma'am is a veteran, experienced educationist. Today, each member present over here is enthusiastic to listen to an 18 to 22-minute speech. So, I would like to invite her, but before that, our evaluator needs to be called to Toastmaster Kiran.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Last week, Toastmaster Ravi messaged me that everyone we have to evaluate Toastmaster Gitanjali's speech, and that's for 18 minutes. I said it will be very challenging because this 18-minute speech required practice developing, presenting a longer humorous speech, and then she has to engage audience with an extended period of time, and there must be some core message that she has to deliver. So that's what David told me. I said challenging for me, not for her.
Yes, for you.
Because when such a long speech has to be evaluated, it will be definitely a challenging. And I was having little self-doubt, but he reminded me of my capabilities. He told me that, see, then you have been married for 27 years. You have been taking all the challenges, so this is nothing new for you. So I'm going to evaluate her for parameters, and this is engaging humor pathway level 5 to 1. Time is 18 to 20 minutes. Speech title is to tells more than evaluation. I am going to enjoy the speech. Over to you, Mr.
Thank you, Kiran. So, ma'am, stage is also waiting for you.
Oh, thank you very much to me.
Toastmaster Gitanjali, two stages, Toastmaster Gitanjali.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. Life is short, smart, while you still have tips, thought, and very good morning, Juana. Our smile is an inexpensive way to it is very true that our facial beauty depends on our teeth. I welcome you all in my world of toothpaste. Dear friend, as soon as you wake up in the morning, you like it or not, you leave your bed because you know that one
New day with full of expectation is waiting. Your first duty is to brush your teeth to make your day wonderful. While brushing your teeth every day in the morning, we give our day a shot in the hand. Now the question arises, why is it so necessary to protect our teeth and to keep them? Our teeth not only enhance our face value, but they add confidence to our personality. When with a beautiful teeth, you throw a beautiful smile in your peer group or in any social, people say, wow, what a wonderful smile you have. It is even saying it's the secret of your confident and fascinating smile. Nothing else but the charisma. Our teeth. They are very important organ of our body. Thus, it's our utmost duty to protect them. They help us in multiple ways. Can you give me one of the most important functions? Can you tell me one of the most important functions of our teeth? Chewing and grinding. Yes, very correct. Thank you so much. They help us in chewing and grinding our friends. If you take a bite of a samosa or a pizza, as soon as that food particle goes inside your mouth, without your concern, your teeth starts working in their own way with the tongue, with our tongue and with our saliva. While this grinding chewing process, we enjoy the real taste and essence of it. Thus, it is said that science says that when we chew and grind our food for 32 times, not only it gives exercise to our face, but it is good for our internal system, digestive system. The second most valuable thing is that our teeth help us to present a very wonderful smile. See our President, Toastmaster, Jyoti. When she presents her presidential note with beautiful, fascinating smile with her pearly teeth, it reveals her internal courage and power. The ontologer said that when a person smiles, revealing his teeth, it not only adds his or her face value, but that makes you completely unique and unique by the teeth also play a vital role in shaping our face. It also help us to speak and pronounce clearly words and correctly to pronounce those words, especially the words which contains PH letter together in them. We cannot pronounce that without the help of it. You can also try words like these, that, those, part, truth, etc. Right? You cannot pronounce without the help of it. You need the help of it while pronouncing them. Thus, they help us in our oral communication. There are many amazing facts regarding teeth which we don't know. Many of us they think that our teeth are made up of bones, but actually they are not bones, they are made up of chemicals coated with one hardest element known as number. An average human being gets two sets of teeth in his entire life. No two people have the same set of teeth. They're very unique, like our fingerprints. An adult human being is having a set of 32 teeth. The existence of our teeth makes us a very unique. Now you all are thinking, haven't Toastmaster been continuously giving us all the information about the teeth? But friends, wait, I have some surprises for you. I have brought two very interesting stories for you, and then after listening to those stories, you will be able to link both of them with my first one. My first story begins or happened in the year 1977. That time, I was in MA Part 2 and residing in University. There I met one of my old friends named Anand. We were school friends. I met her nearly after 4 years. Again, we were close friends. She often used to come to my room and we would chat for hours together, remembering our old school days and bygones. One day, she came to my room, looking very excited. With great excitement, she announced me that he was in love. She met and a handsome person, a week ago. His name was Apurva. By profession, he was an engineer and working in some renowned firm. And after this, the main topic for her is to only appreciate about Apurva and especially of the nearly after 2 months, they decided to get. She was very happy, Anamika was very happy, and her parents accepted her proposal very well. Her Sagai date was fixed on 14 February 1978. As her parents were residing in Ankleshwar, thus everything was arranged in advance. She invited me also to join in the surprise ceremony. But as I was having my final guest, thus I could not accept her invitation. But I joined with her for a Sagai talk. So it was difficult for me. On 12th February 1978, she left for Ankleshwar and I became busy with my business. On 15th of February, as I was preparing for my last paper, that was a little difficult paper. The name was of the paper was quantitative theory paper full of calculation. I was doing very hard. Seriously, I was preparing for that paper. But suddenly at 2 o'clock, I thought it was my door. As I opened the door, I was shocked to see Anamika standing there. She was looking very pale and sick. When I asked her, "What's the matter? Is everything okay?" She started crying. To console her, I hugged. You know what? She shouted with anger. Apurva was a fraud. He was using lecture and never told me about it. positive. Then afterwards, he revealed the story, what happened on 14th. Everything was arranged for the Sagai ceremony. He and Apurva was sitting at the center stage. The hall was full of guests. Suddenly, two of her relatives, must be, they were drunk. They invited Apurva to dance. Apurva was not willing to dance. They became angry and they dragged him fiercely on the dance floor. Apurva could not manage with the balance. He had fallen on his knee. There was a thud sound. Everyone saw his dentures were laying on the floor. A complete silence for a while. Apurva, seeing the severity of the situation, he somehow took his denture and ran away from the cell. As he ran on, everyone started laughing loudly, except Anamika. This narration made everything clear to me. But the sad part is that as my tests were over, I returned back to Ahmedabad, where my parents were staying for the preparation of my final exam. And again, we lost our connectivity. And there were that time, those days, there were no such tools to keep connect with each other, known as mobile. Now, to hear me for long 18 minutes, it's very difficult. So I thought between the two stories, some interval or fun time. Now, in the fun time, I have some fun question for you. क्या आपके टूथपेस्ट में ये नमक है? Name the brand. Name the brand. Very good. Now the second question. Can anybody tell me what do we call a beard without a teeth? What do we call a beard without a teeth? Anyone? Okay, I'm there to answer you. Because that beard is known as gummy beard because is there inside his mouth. Now another fascinating question for you all. Can you tell me what does the dentist call its X? What does the dentist call its X-rays? Again, no one is trying. I am there to answer you. It's known as toothpick. So, now the last question. For the last. Can you give the answer that what we call our intelligence? I think many of us having but still inside this meeting. Come on, who knows? Yeah, very correct. It's none other than our wisdom. Now, with this little break, I think again you all have become energized to listen. My second story. My second story happened in the year 1979. After my marriage, in May 1979, me and my husband went to Darjeeling. Darjeeling, you all know, is a tourist place that's always filled with tourists. Wherever we went to see the sightseeing, went for sightseeing, we made the same thing. And this way, some bonding had been created amongst people. With us, there were one elderly couple, Mr. and Mrs. Gold. They come from Calcutta to celebrate their 50th married anniversary. They were between 70 to 75 years old. In spite of their age, they were very lively and jovial. When we were in Darjeeling, we used to have our lunch and dinner in Blue Moon Hotel near Maldives. Not only we, many of us used to go there to have our lunch and dinner. Mr. and Mrs. Goenka, they also used to come there. For food. I noticed that one evening, Mrs. Goenka used to have her lunch and dinner. And then afterward, Mr. Goenka. When Mrs. Goenka was taking her food, Mr. Goenka used to eat of his wife, and the same way when Mr. Goenka was having his food, Mrs. Goenka used to take care of. That love and care really moved. In the last day, we could not stop ourselves. Thus, me and my husband directly approached them to ask about their love and friendship towards each other. While hearing our question, both of them started laughing loudly. Then, slowly, Mrs. Goenka revealed the truth that while coming from Calcutta, Mr. Goenka's grandchildren. And it is not today. In those days, in 79, it was not so easy to get the thing so quickly and thus some of them decided to the same venture. Hearing this funny story, we started laughing. But this story moved my heart. Thus I looked at my husband with great expectation. Are you doing this thing for me? He just smiled, gave a beautiful smile. Well, these stories will clearly why I have given all those information about him in my first part. Our team. They are really one of the important parts of our life. If we just don't take care of them, they will certainly harm our internal system. Just to keep our body in tune and healthy, we must take care. In this club, I know there are few members, they have lovely then Mr. Toastmaster Hiri and another is Toastmaster Anand. Their smile always inspire me, even though Toastmaster Tarun had beautiful smile, but he never used to be their enlightening, their smile always enlighten and inspire me. Thus again, at last, I will say that as artists are very important for us, always take care of them. Don't go for such things like whitening toothpaste, sticky sweet items like chocolate and food. They are the greatest enemy. Just take care of these things and try to keep your teeth health best, because who knows what will happen at last. I don't want that anyone to face such consequences as now. But with this note, I'd like to hand over the mic to our dear Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster. And
It was a mind blowing session and we also didn't came to knew how the time passed. But when I say about my food skills, every morning my mom allows me to brush properly. Out of 365 days in a year, there is no day when she will not say the phrase that please brush properly. Well, while moving forward, not only school teachers, but coaching ones and tuition teachers also pour in a lot of hard work to see their students standing in the gates of IITs, NITs, IIMs, IISs, and competitive examinations. But the biggest catch in competitive examination is time, and so is the case in Toastmasters. So the timer's report is awaited for prepared speakers from Toastmasters. Toastmasters Niranjan to 5 minutes and 26 seconds, and Toastmaster Gitanjali to 20 minutes and 45 seconds. So both of them are qualified for the voting. But Toastmaster Gitanjali voluntarily took his name from the voting. Thank you. Okay, let's proceed. There are occasions when teacher picks a student at random and asks to explain the topic. God is favorable if the student is attentive in the class and able to explain. But sometimes student is physically present in the class but mentally present somewhere else. It becomes more critical. And the extreme one is when he or she calls you on the board to explain a topic. And if you are able to deliver it, then a person born with radar. Well, they were talking in those masters is something else. Also, I'm not talking about the negative aspect of it. But when you're sitting here, I personally experienced it as a guest. When you're sitting there, you might be thinking something else. And after 2 minutes, you come here and you suddenly get to know your topic. The momentum of your mind changes. So I would like to call upon Toastmaster Udit to conduct this mysterious session. So Aziz said that I will randomly pick anyone. So he is our classmate for today. He is our principal today. Ajit said that whenever we randomly pick, then there is a nervousness in us. So my first job as a host, I first job is to remove that nervousness. So we'll do one practice, one game. Okay. Everyone, I will sing and you have to chorus it. You have to sing again, right? Na chorus. Okay, so very good. Well, now, yeah. Okay, we'll go to it again. Please, student. Always disturbing. So, I will read all sorry, the blank. I also have to do the not things again. To remove my nervousness. Okay. So I will say the topic speaker, I will pick randomly. A particular person will come and I'll give a topic. The topic the person needs to speak about 1 to 2 minutes. 2 minutes like maximum and 1 minute a minimum. So to qualify, the person has to speak about 1 to 2 minutes. Okay. So what 2 minutes should I pick first? Let's start with our Madam President, PM Jyoti. I know you are very avid reader. You read many books. So, what is your favorite book, and what lessons you learned from that book? What is your favorite book, and what lesson you learned from that book? What do you?
Swami Vivekananda is my favorite leader. I follow him. I would not say follow him very difficult, but I believe in a lot and try to follow whatever he suggested. So the biography and the his book name is Swami Vivekananda Reader, where the all information about Swami Vivekananda is there. Where everything is mentioned how he his childhood was there and how he attracted over, fascinated over the spirituality. And the things I learned from the book is the practical approach towards life. We always feel that spirituality is something which will make us away from the practicality, but it's not the truth. If you understand it, you'll get the answer of many problems. And that is a very practical solution. So that's the thing I learned, and that's my favorite book, which tells me about Swami Vivekananda.
So next one. That is funny. Not looking at me, right? So, yes, sir. Topic for you is, if you could have any superpower, what would it be and how would you use it for good? Very good.
So superpower, we all might have thought somewhere in our childhood about it, right? So when I was in my childhood, I was stating like when I was this small, the best superpower I would like was flying. But then I grew up, I saw badminton and I wanted that watch. Even from that, I am fascinated with big guy watch till I'm wearing. I hope it was Omnitrix, but it's not. But currently, I am fascinated about that one. Anybody would like to say what is his superpower? Anyone? Money. Correct. Money. So I really like a scene in the movie, which is a very great meme also, where he has to get a house for Superman. So he asked him, how you got the house from the bank? And very nicely and with a great attitude, he said, I bought the bank. So you could imagine when you have that power of that paper, money, what great things you could do. So with that, I would say the most power I would like to have is money. So
Now, Toastmaster Group.
Yeah, I will not go.
Okay. I know you are running a company for since a long time. So my topic is for you. What entrepreneurship taught you? What entrepreneurship taught you? Team Group.
Thank you, Toastmaster Udit. A very good morning to each of one of you present here. I'm running a startup since last almost 8 years. Entrepreneurship is like we can say it's a roller coaster ride. There are ups and downs almost every day. Sometimes we feel we are doing very good things, we're ambitious, we are trying to do something good for the country, for the people of India. But sometimes when there are bad days, it feels like we have wasted 8 hours, 8 years, 7 years, 6 years. But the main thing is that we have to keep going. If someone asks me what is the mantra or what is the way to keep going, then what I always say that it is perseverance. Because ups and downs always comes in our life. In everything, even if we are running a company or we are doing something or what we like or what we like or what we want to achieve it. But keeping perseverance in our work is the only mantra what I tell that we should all follow to achieve our goals. Thank you.
Thank you. This time working with him from last 4 years, he inspire me every day. So kudos to you, CM Group. Thank you for other teachers there. You inspire us, me, Ravi, even Pratik Bhai every day. Thank you for there for us. Now, guest. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry.
What's it?
the topic is for you is describe a skill or a hobby you would like to learn in the future and why. Yes. Describe a skill or a hobby you would like to learn in the future and why.
Thank you. Skill or a hobby that I would like to learn in future. I've not been a civil person. Yes, it's true. When I was young, I was very interested in music. I pursued music, learned keyboard, I learned vocals. I've also learned Kabla for some time. Then my interest faded away and I was good at books. I wanted to, I was a very active reader. I wanted to write many books. Then many things are there. Like right now, I'm focusing on communication skills, speaking on stage. Last time my hands were very pocket. So one person told me to do charades. Like speak like when I'm lot of see like this. So these the kind of things. The constant improvements are there. Basically, the thing is, every day when I wake up, I want to be a better person than I was yesterday. So that is, I guess, a skill that I want to learn. Thank you.
From the last day, the last time I saw you, but today you will improve a lot. And you will control next not on the topic where we did earlier. Now,
You remember, but Sonia. And
game so many.
Yeah, Soumya and him.
For you is if you could travel to any point in history, when and where you go and why? Right. Thank you, David David Master, for this amazing topic. And I suppose I won't be giving an opinion which everyone won't agree to. If I have the opportunity, I would definitely go back to the days of my childhood. Like everyone would like to go back because those were the days that I had no tension, no worries, go out there in summer vacation, play from day to night, then come back at home at night, then sleep and again next day the same routine goes. No worry of the studies, whatever happens in exam, we don't care. It's okay, we'll just pass it and then we'll enjoy our vacation to the fullest. So those were the days like were the most interesting days of my life because first of all, uh, I was not worrying about the future. I had no fear at all. I used to go out there and be myself all the time. But now, after present, so many scenarios, I have developed with fears and another anxiety issues. But childhood days were the best days of my life. So those were the times that I would return. Maybe. Now, PM Ravi. If you don't know, he is very good at jugaad. So he can, by just looking at any machine, you can repair it. So my topic for you is if you can invent anything, what it would be and why? If you can invent anything. So good morning everyone again. I know it's not possible, but I would like to invent a mind reading machine. What other people are thinking. Because for me, it is very difficult to understand someone else, like my wife. Because when she says, I am okay, there are 3 minutes. I am okay, I am partially okay, and I am not okay. So the most difficult task for me for last 5 years is to distinguish between what she meant to say. Another thing that Toastmaster group has, he has very good ability of mind reading. When he saw someone's face, he understood what's going on his mind. So maybe I may not be able to invent the machine, but I have Toastmaster group who will help me out whenever I need it. Thank you. I wish people were kind to build that machine and sell it to me. Okay, now PM. Bye. Everyone please welcome. Topic for you is what valuable lesson you have learned from your favorite book? It's already used. Share a valuable advice you have received and how it will impact your life. Share a valuable advice you have received and how it impacted your life. From school, many teachers say everyone has to work for their communication skills and interpersonal skills. The intellectual and everything is it's okay. If you don't have, then we can figure out what others we can do. But if we are a human being, good human being, then if we can present our ideas to others, to share others with a good value. So that's the best advice I get from my school teacher. But unfortunately, I didn't work on that. But now I will work. Last question. Yeah. PM Kabir. Topic for you is which movie or a TV show character do you admire and why? Which movie or a TV show character do you admire and why? So, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. So, this question is completely not made for. Very ironically, because I just hate Bollywood in general, and I just cannot come in terms with whatever keeps on going in that world and actors and stuff. So if you ask a boy like me who is not a very movie savvy or Bollywood savvy guy that who your favorite movie character would be, but if I think about a very good character about any movie which or any series which I have seen, so I would name Harvey Specter from the series Suits. I've not watched it completely yet, but I just know about that character. Harvey Specter is a lawyer basically in that movie, and he tends to have a very good problem solving skills and many other good personality traits. If you watch that series, you will come to know it is quite a long series because I myself haven't watched it completely yet. But yes, Harvey Specter is a character which I would admire. Last now I will like to call PM Karun. I don't have a very funny, but for you, I will get it right now. So I know you would like to travel, and we all know the story of your Mysore, went to Mysore and all. So a place you have never been to and you would like to go and why?
Thank you, ATM, for the wonderful topic. Good morning, Toastmasters and fellow guests. Traveling is my passion and my hobby. I like to travel and explore the places where I have not traveled. So I am already making a plan to travel to Wayanad this Diwali. When I started planning, I started with flying to Singapore, flying to any other country or something. Then when I found the budget, slowly it came to local destination. When I discussed with my wife, I have a brother who is living in Bangalore. So we so that it's best to go to your pages for a while. And from there, travel to the nearest place, which will help you in costing. You will save on some days where you can just go to your the problem area. So when I explored about Wayanad, it is a very beautiful place in Kerala. A must visit place. I already read reviews in Insta and Facebook. So if somebody has already explored, they can give me the feedback and suggest some budget hotels or stays where I can stay. Thank you.
With this, I will conclude our quickly and session. Thank you for participation and I will over to, sorry, I forgot. Simon, please come and share the timing report. Toastmaster duty, get your trust, Toastmaster group, get to Vatsal, Soumya, Ravi, Kabir and Tarun are qualified. Only Toastmaster Mahendra is not qualified. Now I would like to hand over the stage to our class teacher, PM Harsh. Thank you. Thank you, David Topic Master. What a David Topic session. Each question that is asked, I was quite enthusiastic to answer, but since I've taken to do like it. So, as I said, told in my icebreaker, my 2 year journey with PCM school and coaching had lots of maximas and minimas. But one of my mentors was quite experienced, he told me to make short notes. Because nowadays curriculums and chapters are quite high, and whole 2 year course was going to come in competitive exam. So remembering everything is the opposite. But if we make short notes, we will be able to visualize that topic, some major points from that topic. So such a time in Toastmasters is done by general evaluators. We make notes of positive and negatives from the meeting and also call them on the evaluators for the evaluations. I would like to welcome Toastmaster Tarun for general review.
A very good morning to all Toastmasters and fellow guests. Myself, PM Tarun, and today I am playing the role of general evaluator. For the benefits of guests and Toastmasters, I would like to relate my role to a movie critic. Whenever a movie is released, the main 3 ingredients to make it a super hit are characters in main lead role, the character in supporting role, and the critic review. So as general evaluator, let me present you the review of movie number 292 from the production house Vadodara Toastmasters Club. My review would be again into 3 categories, where in the first segment about the main lead role, we have evaluator for our retired speakers who would give their evaluation. The segment 2 would be from the segment 1 also would be the evaluation by the table topic evaluator. Segment 2, which is the supporting lead role, supporting actors, are our tag team, which will present their report from by timer, counter and grammarian. And segment 3, which will be my review of how the overall meeting went. So to begin with, we will begin with the first segment where our evaluator will evaluate our lead roles, TM Janardhan and TM Gitanjali. So let me call our first evaluator for today, TM Shakti, who is evaluating the speech of TM Janardhan. TM Shakti.
Toastmaster type. Musings or thought, which was the speech title of Toastmaster Janardhan today. Indeed, musings have the power to change the world. Only one thought is required at a time, and this was beautifully explained by Toastmaster Janardhan today. Good afternoon once again. Congratulations to my focus speaker for a brilliant speech. It had a beautiful beginning, body, and conclusion. It was well-organized speech. I appreciate how you introduced yourself by putting yourself many questions and later coming up, who is Janardhan? To instill the curiosity among the audience present here. And the content of your speech was quite relevant to the icebreaker objective. You shared about the insights about your background, your brother, mom, dad. And humor brings proximity. We all know. I appreciate you added humor to your speech by citing instance of your facing language barrier with the sabji wala, or your son inherited your traits calling out that was Xerox copy. They were at the highest point. The title, My Musings, though it was self-explanatory, yet it had lot of mystery to unveil. You showcase your musings in a very fascinating way, that how it got transformed from being you as a depressed person into a liberal one who wants to catch all the aspirations of the society. You served it in a very beautiful way, but how can we take it further? Pauses are good, but not always. Though it takes a lot of grit to get up for an icebreaker speech, but I would recommend you to practice your speech multiple times and take a deep breath before we start. But I request everyone to applaud that he did not give up. Because indeed the shot in the arm. You use your hands with fatality, but at the time of introducing or summarizing, your hands were a bit clasped. This is a global sign of nervousness, and I recommend you to watch other TM's speech to get an idea how they utilize their hands while concluding or introducing. This would help you to have a control over your speech and presentation. Also, sprinkle your title. You concluded your musings at the conclusion. This sidelight the audience like how was your title. Try to be a bit loud, though I am myself an obscure feeble speaker, but still I recommend you that it would catch your voice at the end. To summarize, motivational speech, good delivery, only keep few suggestions in the mind and you will gauge the
Thank you, TN Karthik, for wonderful evaluation. You would ever notice, like, when you are delivering a speech and your evaluator is TN Karthik, you not only learn about how you can improve, but you will learn a lot of vocabulary. It is a matter of like words he uses. It is surprising how he can manage so many new words in a speech. Next, we have our TM Jane who is going to evaluate team making. Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator, my fellow members, guests, and Toastmaster family. It was a very fascinating experience for me to experience the entire speech. It was kudos to you, ma'am. It was a mind-blowing experience, and I really thoroughly enjoyed the entire speech. You put the entire speech on your target. It was a humorous speech. You engaged the audience in between, and you deliver a strong core message that take care of your kids. And you did it excellent, very, very nicely. The humor was such that everybody was laughing, and those few people who are just smiling because they just wanted to hide their kids. They don't want to show the color of their kids, maybe that was the so content-wise, I'm really impressed the way you narrated the entire speech over here. You started with explaining about smile, and then you related that smile with the color of the teeth or the health of the teeth. Vocal variety-wise, if I tell you, you were definitely a confident speaker that I have been seeing, we have been experiencing that. Whenever you mention about confidence, you sounded that confidence in your voice. So that was the vocal variety. When you mentioned beautiful teeth, that was definitely a beautiful teeth pronunciation. And when you mentioned wow, definitely that was a wow pronunciation. When you mentioned secret, you mentioned secret, and that was definitely a secret pronunciation. So vocal variety wise, I would give maybe 10 out of 10 marks to you. And body language wise, you were excellent because you were walking towards into the audience and interacting with all the audience. So vocal, I mean the body language wise, you did very much good and excellent way. You had pauses at the time, so full marks over there also. Now I would like to say that the speech required some interaction with the audience. You did it very nicely while asking questions to audience, and even not only asking questions to the audience, but you did mention about the smile, like you mentioned about Toastmaster Beauty smile. I thought maybe she is president, so she maybe might be president. Then you praised about me also, my smile, maybe I am your event. But then you also praised about the smile. So it was a genuine, very good from your side. So everybody remain engaged, entire speech, because 18 minutes and 20 minutes, you have to keep audience engaged into your speech. People started listening, understanding your speech. That's the real reward that you would have received. Ma'am, just one advice that when you are talking about the engaging humor, you would like to start smiling right from the beginning, right from the beginning. So yes, there were many laughters. There were two stories, and we kept laughing later on. And then you mentioned about this husbands of Anamika having a denture, and mentioning about Mr. and Mrs. Goenka. Goenka, they were using the same denture simultaneously because one of the denture was broken. So it was a laughter moment, but that came little later. It came little later. So whenever there is a speech of humor, the I would say beginning should be with your laughter, and then you continue with the story. So that was the little part that we can extract over here. Now, once my mother's denture was broken, and I remember that I had to go to the dentist house and I had to get it repaired. So the nurse told me, "What is it?" I said, "My mother's denture is broken." She told me that just wait for a while. And then after some few minutes, she came to me. She told me that give me your denture. So I said, "No, it's not my denture. It's my mother's denture." And that is the core message that you delivered, that we need to take care of our teeth, otherwise we might be losing one of the right very soon. So excellent, thank you very much.
Thank you, DM Dhiren, for again a wonderful evaluation. One thing I would like to tell about DM Dhiren, not only when he is delivering speech adds humor, but one should be surprised or by evaluating also how you can add humor. That is great power, I think, or great skill he has. So segment one, the main lead role, we have again one evaluator for the table topic. I would like to call PM Kuldeep, who is our evaluator. Hello everyone. I hope I'm smiling well enough for you guys. All right, so my job is to evaluate the table topic speakers and how they think on their feet and how they voice their thoughts. So I'm going to start with the basic outline I'm going to go with is that I'm going to give some positives and what they can improve upon. So because of the time constraint, I'm going to go a bit quick. My first speaker was Toastmaster Jyoti, whose topic was what is the book that she has read that has stuck with her. She spoke clearly, she had good stage presence, and she quoted Swami Vivekananda. But what I felt was that she could have spoken a bit more clearly on certain topics, certain concepts that he spoke on. So maybe she could work on that. My next speaker was if you could have any superpowers, and that was Master Yash. And Yash very aptly answered that Batman was very cool guy. So he had good hand movement, good stage presence, and he also did not sugarcoat it. He said money is Batman's superpower. That can be acquired by anyone. But I thought that he kept his hands clasped like this. So perhaps he could work on that. Our next speaker was Toastmaster Dhruv. His top question was what an entrepreneurship has taught you. Very apt for an entrepreneur like him. He had good eye contact, crisp, concise body language, crisp, concise language, which is very characteristic of entrepreneurs. His key message was perseverance. But he said that when he was speaking that he said that when things are down, you feel his speech that you would have wasted a few years in trying to improve the country. He could have improved his tone to express those emotions. Our next speaker was Guest Watson. His topic was describe a hobby you would like to learn in the future. He kept on looking around, he never actually made contact with the audience, so maybe he could work on that. And he said, but one thing that I liked about it was that he said, I think he should be a better person than yesterday. So that is a nice take home message for everyone. Here, my next speaker was Toastmaster Soumya. If you could go back to any point in history, where would you go? And Toastmaster Soumya chose a very nice, he would like to go back to his childhood. So that was something that he could relate to, and that's why he could speak on it. So it was, I would not go back to my childhood, but I mean, anyone, if you can speak on it, you should go back to that point. I thought that one thing that he did, he had good faith with him, but when he came on, he lost a precious few seconds when he repeated at that time for such a nice topic. That's already 10 seconds gone right there. So maybe he could avoid that and get right to it. My next speaker was Toastmaster Ravi. If you could amend anything, what would it be? He took his time to think. He gave examples of his wife. So maybe you should not watch this. But for some reason, I felt that his eye contact was restricted to the smart note team. So maybe he can involve him or not next time. Our next speaker was Toastmaster Mahendra. His topic was share valuable advice he might have received. I thought that he was very soft spoken and kept his hands clasped like this. So that is, as Sakshi had said, that is a universal sign of you're not of confidence. So maybe you can open up your body language. I thought he had the right content. He quoted his teacher and how exams don't really matter. And yeah. So maybe you can improve on that. My next speaker was Toastmaster Kabir. What TV character do you admire? He watches very little TV, so spoke of Harvey Specter. But I felt that he just spoke of Harvey Specter. He never highlighted any of his attributes that he admired. So maybe he could do that next time. Tarun, which was the place that you would like to go? Tarun had good body language. He added a bit of humor by saying the budget went down. I could not find any fault in him. So that is my evaluation. I would like to move back to our HG. Thank you, TM for a detailed and minute evaluation of all the table topic papers. One thing about Kuldeep is he is a very good person, like which everyone would like to adapt to. And he has done a very minute and detailed evaluation, which will be helpful for any of the speakers, not only the speakers. So we are done with the segment one, that is the lead role players. Lead role players have been evaluated. Now segment two would be about the supporting role, for which any movie without this supporting role will never be complete. So we have three supporting role players today. I'll start with the role of timer. Toastmaster success took 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and Toastmaster Ray took 4 minutes and 10 seconds. So both of them are qualified for the 4 minutes. Thank you. Thank you, PM Ravi. So next in the supporting role, we have our counter, which is played by TM Ananda. I'd like to call upon TM Ananda to present his report for the R. Thank you, General Liberator, and very good afternoon to all of you. Before starting, let me record that to be great, you have to start and not the other way around. So in this note, I will speak the name of speakers who have been called on today's session and request a big round of applause from them. TM Sikha, TM Ravi, TM Jyoti, TM Soumya, TM Jasraj, Thank you very much. You all made my job very easy. Now surprisingly, so has been used highest for today's was 14 times by TM Udit. And TM Jonathan was long pause. TM Kogir 4 times, TM Kuldeep 9 times so, only 3 times, and 3 times. TM Hiren so 8 times, this is the first time I identified. And TM so far 4 times. And I exempted 2 times were not. So that is how I get the flawless list. So thank you very much. Over to you, Dhananjay. Thank you, K. Manandra, for brief evaluation for our company. Next thing is our grammarian, whose role is played by principal. I will also call upon again.
Hello everyone, once again. I have jotted down few not so good users. Present. I hope they were properly out for all of you when I prepare it. First of all, phrase of the word and word of the day. Phrase of the day and word of the day will describe in March, in the family, yes, and in function. There are quite points which I would like to report. However, this time of thing, I will stick to few important parts. First, times of usage of word can be replaced by count of usage of word. Then some speakers have used Xerox copy that should be replaced by a photocopy. Xerox is the name of the method. The name is now used as a word. Again, turn back should be replaced by turn back. You like it or not should be replaced by whether you like it or not. Teeth starts working should be replaced by teeth starts working. P or precedent should be replaced by look at all. Now, Gitanjali ma'am was using past tense in most of her speech. So, some of the sentences she has used interchangeably from past to future. Right? One sentence which I heard, we will chat. It should have been good. We used to chat for now. Little difficult paper should be replaced by paper was little. Return back to Ahmedabad should be replaced by return to Ahmedabad. There was a sentence where two was used in the sentence, two people. You use among each other, that should be replaced by between each other. One sentence had from in the paper topic, was and child should be replaced by was a child. Then most power should be replaced by greatest power. Another statement had keeping possible, it should be being possible. Then the question had if you can invent, if you could invent. What is going should be replaced by what is going on in my. Keeps on going should be replaced by keeps going on. Slowly it came up should be replaced by a transition or it changed. Maxima and minima. Maxima and minima. Two words should be maxima and minima. And then there was one sentence book stuck with you. It should be replaced by stayed with. Stayed with her. That is all.
Thank you, TN Chitra. That was indeed a minute and detailed review of comments previously used by all these people. Let's pay attention to the minute details which TN Saha counted the grammarian and taking notes. That would improve your speaking. So we are done with the mail read role. supporting role. Now, my turn to give my review or maybe my critic review on movie number 292. For any movie, the basic before the release of movie, we have the poster or the trailer. So for this meeting number 292, the posters, the agenda, the word of the day and the place of the day was really well within the time. So everybody was aware about what the movie they were. The meeting time started 10:30. The board was well ready and everything was well in place thanks to the Shika and the ex-com team who came in early and put things on the board. Kudos to them. Meeting started dot at 10:30 AM. It has been a legacy now that start and end of the meeting have been very punctual. PTM. The opening of the meeting by our sir was flawless. He gave the instruction to all the members and also the guests. Then he smoothly handed to a presiding officer, TM Jyoti. TM Jyoti, as always, presented or began the meeting with a personal story with a message about kindness and selflessness develop to make the world a better place. They flawlessly handed to TM Shika to present the book of the week and also read the introduction of new members. TM Shika shared the book of the week and also he shared what lessons we can learn from the book. That was good to do. Then it was flawlessly handed to our keynote of the day, TM Harsh. TM Harsh has only, I think this is fourth or third or fourth meeting as a Toastmaster. So I was really excited about the team. Teachers Pride and looking at TM Harsh, the way he presented the meeting today, it was very unique way. He also introduced all the role players also in a unique way that was very positive and a new way of it. What I would only like to tell TM Harsh, which also was given in the feedback as part of his icebreaker speech, you need to go a little bit slow and reduce the movement of the stage. You were there on the stage, but the movement will cause distraction. The theme was that your way of introducing and it was unique, but just be a little slow and just reduce the movement of stage. That would be a unique. TM Ravi, I think kudos to TM Ravi. I think he took the role at the last minute because of the absence of the TM. Only while you were explaining your role, cards are not appropriate to what you were saying. So, since I think it was last minute role change that made that. While you are showing your telling the importance of green, yellow, and red card, just try to show the relevant cards also. TM, as always, last time also he gave address the Zoom and also this time so he ensured that he addressed the Zoom member. TM Chitra also explained her role and POD and word of the day and phrase of the day very nicely. Then I would go to the speaker. I will not go to the evaluation because both the speeches were excellent. The meeting itself would not have been fascinating if we did not have these two speeches today. And equally, the evaluation of those two speeches was also fascinating. I already talked about Shakti, Hiren, and Kuldeep. Like they are good in their own way, so I will not go into the detail. Some general observations which I would like, which we can improve a bit, or we had been doing, but we may have stopped. Like when the new EXCOM team took over, TM Ravi on the first meeting explained about the importance of time. Whenever the meeting is starting, all the role players who are taking part in the meeting should arrive at the venue at least 15 minutes before the start of the meeting. If you come maybe on time or just on dot, like the EXCOM team or the team who is arranging all the stuff, there is a bit of nervousness of the time whether the role play would turn up or not. So it is a humble request, whosoever are taking the role of any role in the meeting, they should
meeting, arrive at this seated at your respective, at least 15 minutes before the start of the meeting. Second is same applies for guests also, like, the time is very well mentioned in the, during our meeting, circuit in the guest room, that's okay. 10 to 15 would be the ideal time to come and face yourself. I see the trophies are missing, which, were used to be displayed, so that is one thing which you should take care in this. Please display all the trophies as we used to display. One thing with for the new members, like when we are giving them pledge or when are this pledge shared on before time for them, so that they are aware what they are going to speak or what they are going to take pledge or.
We have it informing them.
Cannot. Just maybe we can share the pledge a little bit so that they are aware what they are going to take. And general feedback about whenever you are coming to the stage or leaving the stage, handshake is a must. Greeting the audience is also one of the things which, as the postmaster or as the guest, needs to do. With that, I conclude my general evaluation today, and I hand over to team of the next one for
From the ball, the boundary to the architecture which was created in COVID. During COVID, so many lives were failing and future with automation is failing. Chandrayaan 3 touched the moon, proved that teaching as a profession is the biggest boon. During my schooling, I came across many teachers who had good amount of burdens in their lives, but when they saw innocent faces of children, they had a shot in their arm. So I have one small quiz in which from 1 to 4 I will be showing the personalities. They are the coach of some famous personalities. So you have to guess the personalities to whom they train, whether it's a sports person or some religious personality. And from 5 to 8, I will be showing the personalities and you have to guess the coach or mentor. I will require your answer. Yeah. Whoever answers first will be thrown a chocolate. So you have to also be clear with the category. So who is the personality? No. It's quite easy. It's like person to me train is a very famous sports person. Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli.
100%.
Just name the disciple.
Disciple, exactly. He was not getting correct threshold. Yes. Was in a TV show, he was the teacher of one ruler, famous ruler.
Yeah.
It was a serial also was very TV of that serial. In Sony TV, his serial came.
You pays the rent with the answer.
Exactly. Was not any type of Now, from 5 to 8, you have to name the mentor. Nobody knows the word is coach. What?
It was Gangoli. That was the way I got the name. Even if you name the surname, you will get the job.
It can be
Is the name?
Okay, can I tell the name? Keshav Banerjee. Anybody who knows Banerjee? No. I thought what I didn't say. Okay, there is the last one. This may be top. Amritsar. Yes, that is the one. My mom was a teacher and so was the profession of my grandfather. Teachers are the backbone of the society who have molded this society so firmly. So, is there any teacher present here who was a teacher or who is a teacher? Or even I would like to, who is a teacher? Who is? No.
I was in I'm retired.
Okay, then also I would like to felicitate all those who have been a teacher, who is a teacher, and who is willing to become a teacher. Anybody who is willing. And what is it? Yes, so we would like to felicitate you. Thank you so much because you are giving your 100%. As we tend to the tail end of this meeting, I would end with one phrase. Thanks to my parents who gave wings to my dreams, but super thanks to my teachers who taught me how to fly using those wings. Thank you so much.
You hand over this.
So I would like to hand over the control again back to those completely.
Good afternoon, everyone. Teachers Day reminds me of a very thought. We always talk about Teachers Day, being a good teacher, but we hardly talk about being a good student. So if you focus on being a good student, your teacher will get the reward. So focus on being a good student. Be it your parents, your teacher, your school teacher, or even in the Toastmaster. We learn a lot from each other. So focus on learning, deliver, and be a great student and make your teacher feel proud of you. So please don't be lazy to give a round of applause. Everybody is working so hard for the role players, everyone. So let's encourage each other. It's a way of showing the kindness, love towards each other. On the occasion of Teacher's Day, I would like to honor Gitanjali ma'am because when we come over. And you must have
Maybe 28 years for the teaching faculty. I joined as a teacher in the school, retired as a principal. It's my pleasure that you have given me this.
I think my passion is a teacher. I mean, today even if you call her, I used to call her, I used to ask her a question about this and all. She's so happy when you ask her a question. And she's so happy to answer that. So I think we all should admire her and we all should honor her and respect her for the way she's performing her duty. Thank you so much. Thank you. Can we go to the present award presentation? May I request team again? Best prepared speaker, PM Zanardi.
Once actually to learn my words.
Best favorite topic speaker, PM Kabir.
You can PhD favorite topic.
Best supporting role player, PM Ravi. Best role player. I would like to say something about her. She was so passionate, she was so sincere for performing this role. He called me around 5, 7 times. He had so many questions. Can I do like this? Can I do like this? We'll make it like this. I was so happy to see the excitement that you have, the commitment. So very well done.
Thank you.
Any guests who want to share the feedback, sir, may I request you to go on stage and share your feedback about the meeting. Share your name, what is it, and how you feel about Toastmasters and your feedback.
Hi, I'm Aditya. I came to know about Toastmasters from one of my colleagues, Gaurav, and he's based out in Ahmedabad. He asked me to attend one of the sessions over here to improve upon my communication skills and leadership. Yeah, it has been a great session. Gaurav, I hope I can deliver speak somewhere in the future. So yeah, thanks. Thank you.
Sir, may I request you to come on stage and share your feedback.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Pratik, and actually my friend Aditya only suggested me to join this. It's a really nice session and good to know that such kind of activities happen in the city. I wasn't aware about it, but I'm definitely looking forward to more such sessions and looking forward to participate in there.
Okay, we have minutes. Ravi, team Ravi have already posted about the Ramani contest and evaluation contest. So I request all of you to participate in that event. It's a great opportunity for all of us. We don't have any level criteria in that. So share your nomination with PM Ravi. And it will be great learning for all of us. So let's make it a great event instead of we are pushing everybody to take the participation. Because unless and until you participate, unless and until you be on stage, I mean, nothing is going to help you. So we have to take the initiative. And if you have any questions, you can approach me, PM Ravi, anytime. And 24th, this next Sunday, we are going to plan the club contest. We'll be sharing the details in group. You can ask any questions on that. And it's a very easy and very entertaining contest. So let's make our club, because we are working very hard every Sunday. We are coming here, we are putting our efforts. It's time to show to the world that what we are doing. Not only to the world, but yourself. So be a little energetic and let's support each other. That's very we are there to support you. Any question, anything? We are you can call me anytime, 24/7 I'm available. So no problem in that. Yeah, renewal, September is the last month of renewal, so whoever who is not renewing the membership, same section will share the information. So if you want to continue the membership, you need to renew the September. We'll be sharing the information. With this, I adjourn this meeting. Thank you so much. Let's get the photograph, please.